Hey guys, sorry for the delay. I have to figure this whole thing out. But yeah, if you can see the thumbnail now, this is the Onexsugar, and this is something I'm really excited about. I need to set up, so that's what this video is going to sort of be about. Um, there's a lot to go through here, so I'm not sure if I'll have enough time. But and I'm also trying a new layout here, so a two-cam situation. But if you're watching, you have any questions, let me know. There's a lot to cover, so let's see if I can just jump right into it, okay? And I appreciate you guys watching, by the way, so thank you so much for being here. If you don't know, this is the Onexsugar, and it's pretty much an emulation handheld that tackles the DS in a really unique way. It's an Indiegogo project that I think just wrapped up. I'm behind on covering it. There's just I have a million things I want to cover, and I will be doing a short on this as I set it up. I'll then probably do a full video, but there's a lot here. So if you're new to it, it pretty much has there's multiple modes to use it. This first mode here is like the widescreen mode, let's call it that. And let me see if I can pull up the little interface here. So the widescreen mode, let's call it that. As I have to catch up with the verbiage here. But what I have is, well, it has a little trick up its sleeve. Underneath we have, let me see if I can pull it out, this additional screen here. So now it's two screens, right? But these kind of little controllers here can flip over, and you can then do this kind of DS setup, which looks awesome. Now the problem is setting it up because it is a prototype, so there's a lot to do here. Let me see. I believe it's this app here. Let's see if it wants to open. Pegasus. It has some games that I can use to test this out. I think I tried setting up the screens. That's the biggest issue here. So let me get a game running, and then I'll run around the layout. Let's try Super Mario DS. I think it's this one. Oh no, that's beautiful. Actually, this is fine. Okay, so let's take a look around. In this mode, what I have are the controls. So hold on, let me see. Is Sony acquiring Nintendo? Oh no, not yet. I don't think Nintendo is ever going to be acquired. I think they would possibly just go out of business before they allow someone to acquire them. I don't know. I think at that point, if you go out of right before you go out of business, you sell the company, right? That's how it works. Okay, so on here we have, let's try this right one here. We have 4 buttons: square, circle, and I think it's like a diamond and a hollow circle. And when you flip these around, what happens is now your like D-pad is in the wrong place. So they have this little magnetic D-pad, which is really cool. It's not the most convenient thing though. So hold on, let me show you. So yeah, it's a plastic D-pad. And on the back it has these little magnets. This is a prototype, so I don't know how the final will look. But this is it works well. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it snaps on just fine. And the buttons actually do give it a bit of a pivot, which is very interesting. So you can put it on either one of these. Let me see. It snaps right in. Very, very nice. Next, let me put these back into the right orientation here. We have the analog sticks, which are very similar to those on the Nintendo Switch, but they have they're a much thicker stick, as you can see right there. The what do we call that? The stem, I guess. It is a stick. And I think it is in metal in there. We have lighting as well, and they're fine. They're that kind of rubber that with time they get sticky, you know. So I'd like to see a replaceable thumbstick cap on there, and if not, I'd suggest using it with a thumb stick cap. I need to say that right. And it's also very low profile. It's almost slightly taller than, let's say, the new 3DS. And the same layout we have the same layout on the other side as well. So trying to juggle cameras here. It's a little difficult here, and it's the end of the day too. So, uh, let's see. Ashley, but why? So you can save Nintendo. Oh yeah, I mean, I think what's happening right now with the gaming industry is really weird. I don't know where it's going. I know Xbox is pretty much checking out, and I think it's just going to come down to games, which I'm excited for. I'm all for that. I just love hardware too, though. So you don't get the best hardware if everyone's doing something else. I think you're going to have some issues, like such as with PC handhelds right now. Everyone's doing something, and they all feel just okay, except for the Steam Deck for me personally. But yeah, back to this. Then we have this kind of rocker select button situation going on here. So it's actually two buttons, and you have to, push to the left or right, and you get to do different things. So let me see what that does. Hold on. Okay, that's for the app, and then we have this one here, which is nothing. Nothing in this app, I guess. Okay, so this one here has, let me see, it's a play arrow and a heart. And the heart opens up this kind of cool menu here. Let me see if I can show that. So this little menu here lets you access a few things related to the actual device. So first is this fusion one, which is like both screens as one. Then there's I think that you can do a small screen or a big screen where you switch these off, right? And you can then switch the orientation to have them bounce up or down. Of course, for this, I'll be using it in that fusion mode. And then what happens is that the apps lets you move the screens around and orient them however you want. I really like this because if you want to jump between, like, let's say a game that takes up a single screen, you can just switch off by pressing that button and fold the screens over, which is really cool. So let me catch up here. Let me see. Back in the day, Nintendo bribed Philips whilst... Oh, yeah, I remember that. Isn't that how we got, like, that Philips... What was it, a GameCube? Wasn't it? I think so, right? I don't think Nintendo needs to be saved when they're in the peak. Yeah, by the way, they are. They're extremely successful. PlayStation and Nintendo aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Even if you don't feel good about the Switch 2, it's doing incredibly well. Okay, let's see. Does it run Android or Windows? This runs Android. It's what kind of Android is it? It's a locked down version where I don't have much access to everything. This is a prototype, so I'm still working with it. Let's see what we have. It's running Android 14, which is actually pretty impressive, but it works a little differently. Now, I still have to customize it and change everything on here, but I'm using what was pre-installed. So back to this. I think Pegasus is a launcher, and it launches either Citra or what's the DS one? I always forget. Drastic. So let's see. Let's open it up. I think I've had one open right now, so it's just going to open that same one, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let me move this fake D-pad over. So let's see. Oh gosh, no, let's not do that. Okay. Okay, so it did not. Oh, this is 3DS. That's why. This is Citra. So let's see what happens. I'll show you how you can change the screens around. And everything is in Japanese, I believe. It's always a good sign when it doesn't want to run. Let's try opening just Citra directly here and then seeing if I can fix this. Exit game. What's a quick one I can show you? Maybe Kirby, right? Oh, actually, Mario Kart would have been better. It is an OLED screen. The top is an OLED screen. I'm not sure. I'm guessing maybe this one is as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. But yeah, let me show you how. And sorry for the camera situation, guys. I'm trying to fix something more permanent. But every time I set this up, right before this weekly show, I have to set everything up. Hopefully, I'll have it set up so it's just a matter of turning it on and we're good to go. But right now I have this light. I'm not sure how bright it is because it's blowing out the console here. Let me see. Is that a little better? Let's go a little low like that. Okay. Aish. Aish. It's not the best, but let's see what we can do here. I don't know if Citra sets up the same way. No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Is it this one? Oh, I guess it's the touch button. So, settings. Resolution. Okay, let me see. Layout. Is it large? Let's try that and see what that does. Resolution is fine, I think. Okay, so what I need to do is change the layout. Let me see. Maybe it's not in the settings. Oh, custom layout. Okay, yeah. So in custom layout, it gives you your two windows for the 3DS or DS. Well, it's 3DS on this one. And then you can move them around, right? Now, you'll see that they're not showing up here, and I have to double check to make sure that we're on Fusion. So this little, what is it? It's like an overlay or an app. It's on big screen and small screen, so I need to switch it to Fusion. Let me see if that's correct or not. Okay, so I went to this one, and now I'm going to go to, let's see, hold on, let me switch it off. Okay, Fusion. So now we have both screens, right? And it's sort of like Windows. I believe it's sort of like Windows, where it detects two screens, and it sort of counts them as one. So you have to drag Windows around. And I think it's to the right. So the top one pushes to the left and down here to the right side. So you're going to want to center it. I don't think there's snapping, so it doesn't like automatically go to the center of the screen, which is probably for the best, because I think what happens is if you're okay with a stretched image, then you can play with that. So if you wanted to, I can take full advantage of this screen right here very carefully and stretch it out like that, right? So it's taking up that full screen. I actually don't mind it too much. This is more for casual play than it is like a competitive kind of thing, right? And then the bottom one, you can do the same thing. But you see this kind of this red overlay here? This is what the actual screen resolution would be. So if you want to keep to it, you can just resize it down to that. And I'm sure that it has more settings. I'm just trying to get this fixed so I can start using it. Okay, that's fine. So you can do done. And now you have your DS set up. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, if you can't tell. I think it's HD. I have to, I'm trying to think, how do I check the resolution? How do I check resolution on Android here? Can I put display? Oh gosh, it doesn't even have a swipe keyboard. Display size? Display? Let's try. I don't see any info on that. I don't see it. I'm going to have to get those specs. I have a spec sheet somewhere over here that I have to check out. But I'll get that info to you afterwards. So yeah, let's just try playing to see what happens here. I don't know Japanese anymore. Wait. Someone tell me, is this Japanese? Let me see if I can read a character and I'll tell you. Oh, it's Japanese. Okay. So, let me check volume. And I was going to show you guys around, but I'm sort of jumping all over the place. As you can tell, I'm more of a scripted person than I am a live person. So, oh gosh, that sounds weird. So let me skip some of these. Oh gosh. Normally you want to start the stream knowing exactly what you're doing. But that's sort of what I was going for here, is something where I can fail live. Okay, hold on. Is it working now? Okay, I think it is. All right, let's see. It's hard to see because of this camera. This webcam's like pretty blown out, but it actually looks really, really nice. And I know it's, what's the word? Stretched out, but it looks pretty good. The webcam's adjusting to the brightness here, so it's a little weird. But let's try playing with it, and let me put the volume up. I don't know if I have... You're going to probably hear the audio from this microphone, but I'm not sure if it'll work or not. But yeah, let's try it out. Plays fine. I mean, performance seems fine too. I think we have a little FPS counter. It's locked at 60, it says, so that seems fine. Let's see if we can make it crash. That's always fun, right? And if there's a delay, it's going to be the cameras. I hope it's not. I hope there is no delay. Oh, there was a bit of a delay right there. These buttons are mechanical, it seems. Really nice. They're small. One thing I'm noticing too is that the plastic it's made of is the kind that's prone to like oily fingertips. So that's going to sort of suck for me. I don't know why, but I get, as someone who doesn't, you know, who cleans their hands all the time, I still get that kind of oil stain on these things. Hey, Gabriel, how are you? Do I have chat? Hold on. Okay. Okay. I gotta learn to blow again. Oh, forgot. Does he reset here? Let me see. Doesn't really matter. Can I just get through? There we go. Oh gosh. Not Mario. Actually, you know what? Let's do Mario because tomorrow... Oh, I'm going to stream this tomorrow, by the way, so we'll see what that's all about. How do I... what's the button? Okay, it's play. Is it play? This is start. Trying to figure out all the buttons here. Okay, so let's exit game and let's find another. I'm forgetting. I don't know if Citra makes you reset the layout per game. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Let's do the DS. Okay, so the 3DS actually it runs pretty good. Okay, this is the 3DS here. The DS. Close DS, save menu, change game. Let's do... Oh, they have a lot of DS games on here. Let me do Mario 64. Have you guys played Mario 64 on the DS? I don't think it was called 64, right? It's called Mario DS. But let's try it out. Goodness, that's a lot. Let me use their... What was it? Their... Well, hold on, let me see. Their Pegasus app. That is like the launcher, I think. So let's try that. Okay, so Pegasus. Let's see if I can keep this down without getting that little ring light in there. Okay, here we go. That's not it. Hold on. Let's do R buttons. Okay, let's do this. I'll open this up and I'll show you guys the controls. Did it do it or not? I don't know what that was. Do I have to quit it here? See, but this kind of like struggle I'm having here is sort of normal with, you know, these kind of emulation handhelds. You have to play with them a lot before you really get to playing anything. Now the problem is I don't think most people are going to buy this expecting that. Okay, let me see at the top here. I'm going to have to just scroll. I don't know my Japanese characters anymore. Let me go to... Is it here? Come on, where is it? Holy smokes, that's a lot of games. Will the launcher bring it up again? Oh, is that it? Is this it? Is that Mario RPG? I can't tell. IQ. Oh, that's... Wait, what is that? Is that... What is this? This is it, right? Okay, so now I'm going to have to fix this one up too. So I'll show you how that works again. If I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, let me try and change the fusion. Oh, there it is. Oh, by the way, both of these are touchscreen. So you actually get like a more upgraded version of this. Okay, so now let me see how I change this one. Okay, menu. menu, screen layout. I need to do the full screen. I think that's right, but edit screens, right? Is this it? Portrait and landscape full screen. Let's try. I think it's this one, and then I have to move them around. Can I move them around? Okay. So this is the touch screen. It's a little wider than I need it to be, so let me resize it. Okay, let me lock it in there. And it keeps the aspect, which is cool. I don't know if you can read that there. Okay, I have to focus on making sure you can actually see this. Sorry, guys. But yeah, okay, thanks, Gabriel. Appreciate you, bud. I'll get much better at these. Give it like a week once I figure out all the bugs and I find a way to quickly make thumbnails because it takes me way too long. Okay, full keep aspect ratio. Okay, let me go like this. Also, I am making a video on this, so if you guys want to just watch that, it'll be much more concise. I think that works. Okay, it's a very slow process. Okay, so back, and then let's go to this one, and let's resize this screen. It's much smaller. Okay, something like that. I did keep the aspect ratio. Okay, like this, and like this. Okay, so back, and I think I'm done. Right? Open tools, reset. Okay, yeah. Save as global layout. Let's do that. Okay. You see this? This is the stuff that. This is the fun part. Okay, so let's go to the menu. Oh wait, let me check if it was one of these here. Maybe this? No, right? That's not it. That just flips the screens. So let's flip it. Let's go into the menu. Let's go to edit screens. I think I needed to do, I want the small one and the big one, landscape 1.1. There it is. For some reason it's not going to it. So let's go. Menu, edit controller layout, set background image. So I just saved it again. Let's see if that worked now. It didn't. Yeah, so imagine if like you don't know how to play with emulators. This is really frustrating, right? So let's see. I'm going to think about this. Did I flip the screens? I did, right? I did that. Let's try it again. No. Depending on its target audience, I personally feel that this will be confusing for an average consumer wanting to buy this in the future. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I think. People covered it already, and they mentioned that. There's a few issues, but I think the big thing is that this is a much more interesting handheld than just the normal ones. Like I have like probably like 10 handhelds, and they're all imitating previous consoles, right? A lot of them look like Game Boys now, and some look like Game Boy Advance, SP, etc. But this is more exciting, right? Like this is like a transforming handheld. What they have to do though is they have to make it so everything is set up for you, and when you change between modes, it's already done and ready to go. If it does that, then this will be huge. But I don't know how they're going to do that because you're working with these ROMs. I mean, these emulators that seem to be a little finicky. All right, let me see what's happening here. Let's do select screen layout again. Does it really matter which I go with? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so that's what it was. I had to change the screen layout and not lay it out again. But yeah, it seems to work just fine. The touch seems fine as well. Let me see if I can get Mario on there. I just want to pick this guy's nose apart here. Okay. Did they change it on the DS one, I think, right? Where it's like now you can just draw? I'm not sure now. Let me see. And what happens? You bring it to life or something, or what? I forgot. Let's just get into the game. Wow, that sound is it brings back a lot of memories. Mario, get back here. If you guys never played the Super Mario, I think it's DS, it's a super interesting version of 64. I'm losing my voice again. Sorry. But yeah, let's try it out. Um, Also, I've had this on for I think a few days, and the battery has been stellar. Like it has been alive on one charge for possibly a week, which is pretty intense. Okay, let's see. Now I'm trying to remember. On the DS, we had I think one analog stick and a D-pad. I think that's what it was. So yeah, if you played Mario 64 on the DS version, you get more characters. I remember this is how much I remember this game. I remember specifically when I got it, I was at Disney World with my family. And I was like playing this, and this was like a million times more fun than Disneyland was. Well, Disney World, sorry. Okay, let's see. Can I just skip all this? I don't know if there's a. I think select and start on the left and right. Yeah, to be honest, apart from the clunky D-pad controls on the DS, this game is vastly different from the original, adding new stars in each stage, catching bunnies, new bosses, etc. I don't have Mario 64 DS yet, but I plan to get it. I'm always broke. Well, that was Gabriel at the end there. But yeah, it's definitely weird. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We're having problems here already. So, okay, jump works fine. With the analog stick, something feels off here. Oh, you have to hold to run? I'm pretty sure that's a new thing. But yep. Yeah, it was really weird starting off as Yoshi in this. I'm gonna have to pull up a fighting game just so I can test out how this like magnetic D-pad works. What's the ground pound? Did we get? We have it right. Uh, Maybe it's because I'm a different character. Do you guys remember if Yoshi ground pounds? I think they all ground pound, right? Oh man, that sound as a kid. When I was playing this in Target on those displays, it scared the crap out of me. Well, it'd be a good time to learn how to speak Japanese. Let me translate it real quick. I took 2 years of Japanese. 2 years. And I have nothing to show for it because for some reason they gave me 1 year and then they thought it was a good idea to have me skip the second year. Why? I don't know. Okay, let me see. Maybe I can read Japanese with this translator, right? Let me see. Goodness. The door is locked. Okay, I forgot what I have to do here, but let's look around. Do you have camera controls? No. Oh, you can actually move with the D-pad. Yoshi can ground pound, but he cannot break blocks or even destroy boos. He's quite weak. Oh, okay, thanks for reminding me. I can't read that either, so I'm guessing. Oh, okay, that's where we need to go. All right, that's good. Oh, the camera controls are down here. So, I have a very large backlog of Nintendo DS games I wanted to catch up with. I was gonna do so in my 3DS with like one of the what are they called the what is it RDS Gold is it? But I just never caught up with it, and I thought maybe this device might be a good way to. Okay, hold on. There we go. This device might be a good way to catch up with those titles, but I'm not sure. Okay, that's a star. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the at the camera on here, and it actually looks pretty good. The Japanese language is considered one of the hardest to speak. Oh yeah, I know. Listen, when it comes to the first year of Japanese, um, they were teaching me about kanji, and I was like, whoa, hold on. What? You have like little pictures that mean more than one word, and a lot of Japanese don't even know all of them. That was pretty interesting, so I never caught up with it. But it's still one of my favorite languages. Maybe one day I'll have a reason to catch up and learn it correctly. What was ground pound? I can't. It feels weird not having an N64 controller here. Was it down? Was it down? Oh gosh. No! No! Oh, that was nice. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Did that give me... There we go. Oh, it's like a star key, right? I know, man. You guys have all the facts here, dude. Lexum, dude, you got to start a fact channel if you didn't already. Okay, let's see. Also, Nintendo 64 DS was the last game I expected to be playing in 2025. I think it's one of those kind of like hidden gems at this point because I don't think many people know about it or remember it. Okay. So what I'm noticing is that the controls work fine, but I can't remember if it's the game itself or if... What is it? Is it just do the characters in the game handle really badly? Jump and trigger, is that what it is? Oh, yes, you're right. Dang it, dude, that's what it is. You have to start a tips and tricks channel. Oh, crap. The camera is so weird. The camera is so weird because it follows you, and I'm forgetting how... Oh, gosh, I forgot. But yeah, this game feels like a modded version of Mario 64. For some reason, they thought it was a good idea to add a run button, right? Because that wasn't what that wasn't the case before, right? I don't know why they just don't make it so you'd run the whole time. Is it just because the platforming needs to be very specific? They do die when you do that. The camera is down here. The camera controls. It's a little clunky. This is one of the most difficult things, is going back to older games and remembering that the camera was different almost per game. Now you'll play and just about every game the camera controls are the same. But with these, each game had a different take on it. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, but running around is you have to hold which one is this? Y. You have to hold Y to run. And if you don't run, it's extremely clunky. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. But it's just bothersome to have to hold down a button the whole time. I would imagine that scenario when being backwards compatible on 2DS and 3DS models. Oh yeah, it is practically a modded version. Gabriel, yes. Okay, hold on. I'm behind on chat and I'm gonna die. Hold on. Whoa, hold on. I can do that? Okay. Well, good. Are there trigger or bumpers? Oh yeah, let me show you guys. So I said I'd show you around for like the longest time, so let's do that now. First, let me fold it back. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, I know what to do. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm gonna rotate this whole thing, and I'll show you. I'll walk you through it. Okay. So this is the widescreen layout. It's really nice. It's pretty much a phone, right? It's like a phone screen, and it's OLED, which looks great on camera here even. And it is a fingerprint magnet. I don't know if I can show you guys, but let me see. You can see it right there. You see all those fingerprints? That's great. I washed my hands like 10 times before getting on here. Okay, on the main screen we have, let's see, let's take a look around. We have their little logo on there. The plastics are that, you know, fingerprint magnet kind of plastic that's coated like that. And it's actually really well constructed. It's big. It's a big device. It's a little clunky and it feels a little hollow, but this is also like the first iteration of this. And I can definitely see this being refined and much better on a second version. But right now, it's just super fun. Let's go through the controls. So yeah, each of these, let's like Joy-Con style controllers, have buttons and an analog stick, and they have two like select kind of buttons underneath. On this one, we have a back and a square, and I find that the outer edge buttons are, I'm pretty sure, for Android. So this is back on Android, and this is, I think, select or start for the game. The analog sticks I talked about already, they're really small. They have that rubber that turns, what is it? It's almost sticky. And there's not a lot of height. They're really small. They're very thick. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. This is not the camera I'm used to using. But do they click in? Yeah, they also click in, so that's good. They're very low profile though. Not the best. They're okay. They do have that, LED ring around it, which is nice. They're also wear resistant. They have wear resistant rings on the inside here. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Hold on. There we go. So this definitely could use an improvement, in my opinion. I'd love a swappable thumbstick instead, with different heights. Maybe that'd be great. The buttons, mechanical. Let me see if you can hear them. You can hear that? Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we have some mechanical buttons. They're very bouncy. They reset pretty quickly. They're a bit mushy. Not the, at this size, I'm not really expecting much, to be honest. And on the other side, we have the same thing, but I have that magnetic D-pad. And this comes off because you have to flip it, right? So you need to switch orientation that way. And it's curved. It's a curvy D-pad. It's a hard plastic. It's hard to show on this camera. Sorry, guys. And those are the magnets, which are like sort of stuck or glued on there. Let me see if I can see it. There you go. So this is a prototype, so don't expect anything here to be completely final. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it sort of has a really good magnetic connection to the buttons. And because of that kind of curvature it has and the type of buttons, it actually feels pretty decent. So I'm going to try it on a fighting game in a little bit. But yeah, it's strange how well it works. And then on this one, we also have a heart button and a play button, or an arrow button. And like I said, the outer edge one is for this little menu here. So the edge buttons, like this one here and this one here, are for the OS for Android. And the inner buttons, these inner buttons are for the emulator. And this heart one pops up. I don't know what this menu is called. It's like a little overlay for the Onexsugar. It tells you the RAM and CPU usage at the top. You have your screen layout that you can choose from. You can choose to go from dual screens to just move the screen to one of them. You can switch them around and you can fuse them together, which I currently have. And then if you choose to play like this, you can go for 16:9, 3:2, or 4:3. And that's really cool too, so this way you don't have to worry about having to change those settings in the game itself. And I think there's a preview image of that below it. It also has fans, which is a little crazy. So I'm not sure how efficient they are, but I have it on auto right now. You can change them, so I'll change them so we can sort of see how they sound. It has a battery saving mode, a balanced mode, and I think that's the animation when the fan is running. So we'll check that out. And the light, let's see, let's try the lights here. We have, I think, 6 presets, it seems. So this is like an orange juice. Okay. Rainbow. Mint. I think I like that one. Lollipop. I thought it said David. It says devil. It says devil. Let's go with David. It sounds happier, right? The OLEDs, that kind of lighting is really nice, though. I've seen a lot of new lights have this kind of like, what is it? I don't know how you describe it. It's like when the OLEDs, the LEDs inside are just like moving around in really weird ways, which is really nice in this small size. There's also lighting on the side here where it says Onexsugar. Looks really cool. And let me show you the rest of the device. So on the side we have Onexsugar. We have, this is actually a magnet. The magnets even have lights, which is very fancy. On the front we have dual speakers. They sound pretty good. I don't know if you can hear them through my mic right now, but they're at a decent volume right now. Underneath, we have the charging port, USB-C. Let's see up top. Up top, we have our bumpers. This is, whoa, what is going on here? Hold on. There's like a weird shape to this one here. So I don't know what that is, but yeah, this is our trigger, which is very wide. Then we have our L2. Wait, is it R2 and R1? Oh, it's L1, guys. That's an L. It's hard to see because of the light there. L1, and it's like blended together. Then we have L2. And what is that? They feel clicky. I should probably lower the volume to test that out. We have a button here too, but what is that for? I'm not sure. Is that? I'm not sure what that does. I'm not sure. They also close on that, so maybe it does something when you close it. I'm not sure. I can't keep saying I'm not sure. Then we have this kind of like a little screw in there. What is that? I don't know. Same on the other side. We have those bumpers and well, are these triggers? I think these are the shoulder buttons. Shoulder buttons, and I think these are the triggers, the R2s. Then we have a power button and a what's it called? A volume rocker. So let's see. Volume, this is off. Let's see if you can hear it from here at all. To max it out. It gets really loud. I don't know if you can hear that. Very loud. And the power button does give it that sleep kind of function, right? Because it's Android. So you can just start it right back up. This is our hinge right here. It's a plastic hinge. I'm guessing it was just a metal rod inside. The alignment isn't perfect. I'm curious how that's gonna work long term, but I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit more. Okay, so should I transform it or should I? Let me lower the volume. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna let me just pop up the screen. Yeah, so let me pop up the screen. So underneath we have a little lip, a small lip. You can just flip it out like that. And they auto-orient, which is, you know, what you want. It's Android. So on the screen itself, we have another magnet right, hold on, can you see this? Right there. And right there. So like that. And behind it, we have a little, I think this is the Onexsugar icon. So there's a lot of attention to detail here. And then we have, I think that's their other icon. I think they have like two. That's one's like a mascot, let's say. This is the hollow section where the screen lives, and this is the magnetic kind of slot for it. And let's see what we have here. I think these are the fans. So back here we have a little LED. I think it's like a power indicator LED, I think. Up here we have ventilation. Is it metal though? It feels like it might be metal. I'll have to double check. It would make sense for the ventilation to have metal grills on there. And I think this is the fan right here. On here, what is this? It's just a random... There's just some decor, let's call it decor, throughout. On the other side, we have the same thing. We have a fan, ventilation, and that kind of, you know, plastic decor. Surely the off alignment may be intentional in order to allow some wiggle room with the hinges for the extra screen. Yeah, you probably know better than me. You're right that some hinges are like that. I just don't have the most hinge-like experience. But I will say they've worked well. very smooth. They lock. There's no like, you know, on the 3DS, how the hinge can, as you open it, it snaps into an angle, and you can keep going. It doesn't have that. This just locks up at the end, and that's it. But it doesn't snap in. It doesn't lock in. Sorry, it just ends. I guess if that makes sense. So yeah, these are also magnetic, and they have a good, strong magnetic force. So that works well. And the hinge here is pretty smooth as well. You can see that there. So let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it is like a hollow plastic, you know, very hollowy plastic, but it doesn't feel like it's going to break. It doesn't feel fragile. It feels like you can just keep slamming it around like this and it won't break. And this is a prototype too, so I don't know how the final unit will look. I will definitely get my hands on one of these because the more I use this, the more I'm sort of getting it. This is how the back looks when you have both screens popped up. You see these little slots where the screen goes in, right? This actually makes it really good to grip with your fingers. So you have something to, you know, make the ergonomics a little better, right? Let's see. That's fine if you don't have the most experience with hinges, or else you may become too unhinged. Dude, you got to start a channel, like right now. Right away. I'm not well spoken at all, but you've got what it takes. Okay, so what was I going to say next? That's mostly everything. Oh yeah, on the sides. I missed this side here. On this side we have another magnet, but we also have a micro SD card, which is probably really good to just, you know, pop in your games. And then we have a power button right here, because remember, when you pop out the bottom screen, what happens is, let's leave it like this. This volume rocker and power button is blocked off when you pop up the controller there, right? So they give us access to those things on the sides here. So where am I here? Okay, on this side we have that power button, and then on the other side we actually have a volume wheel, and it works pretty well. Let me see if we can pop it up the right way. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it's hidden in there. It's a little hard to access, but it works fairly well. Yeah, I think the SD card slot is, yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. It does get blocked off by the controller in the widescreen layout, so it's secured in there, you know, but it's easy to access. I don't know, you know, where else they could have put it really. Maybe on the underneath the screen. Now, one thing about the plastic too, like I said, it's that grease holding plastic, so you definitely want to have like a cloth or something with you to keep it clean. I think they added screen protectors on here. It seems to be the case because if you look on the edges, I don't know if that's the actual screen or if it's like I'm pretty positive that's a screen protector or one of those that you can't remove, you know. But yeah, very interesting because my fingers catch on it sometimes, you know, and it has that kind of little tiny lip on there that just feels off. We have the Onexsugar logo right there on the bottom one. And design-wise, it's actually really solid. The videos I saw of it before don't look that good. But this prototype in my hands feels awesome. I would highly recommend it if you know what it is and you want to take that on. It's definitely very, very fun, and I can't wait to start playing some more DS games on it. Let me look around. Okay, so yeah, I also did notice that some of the edges here, the plastic is already getting that kind of shine on it, and I'm not sure if that's from just wear and tear or something, you know, like maybe you put it in your bag. Let me see. That's sort of hard to show. Yeah, but these are things that do bother me, by the way. If you buy something and it starts showing wear like that, let me see. I have to cut my nails. I have to do that. But yeah, weird. Okay, let me see if I can configure this again, and then let's play some more. And let's talk this out. Let's talk this out. Was it that? No. Was it this? No. Was it this? No. Menu. And then it was edit screens, select screen layout. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, it's landscape 1, so you can just set up the layout. Sorry for all my little ring lights there. Like I said, I'm trying to create a bunch of overlays so I can jump between cameras, but the camera situation is a little weird too here. So, and the lighting in here is awful. So, let me see. Let me catch up with you guys. Screen protectors are going to be expensive on this one. Oh, possibly, right? I mean, I'm sure they're going to sell their own. Whenever they sell their own screen protectors, it's always the most expensive, I find. $30 for a screen protector is way too much. There's another Android device I got my hands on. It's super expensive. I don't know why, but they do have other ones on Amazon, and they're doing much. They're much cheaper. I mean, oh, another thing I noticed. So the hinges show up when you fold the controllers down. So you have this kind of exposed hinge like this, and there's this right hinge has this little red dot on it. I don't know why. I don't know what this does. It has these little sorry, I'm trying to keep it in focus as well. These little ridges, like it would rotate, but it doesn't. What is this? And the other one doesn't have that. So very interesting. I'm not sure why that is. It's almost like a live recording button. I don't know, guys. Well, that's probably the same as the Nintendo Switch 2, having an unremovable plastic film on top of the glass screen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it does... The thing is, normally, though, like, you want to... If you do have a necessary screen protector on these, you want them to be, like, in an indent, so they're flat. But these pop off the edges here. You can see... You see that little edge right there? So you can feel it. And also, you see what I'm talking about with the plastic? It is a fingerprint magnet. But I'm okay with just keeping, you know, a rag around or something to just clean that off. Let's see. They're well engineered to withstand constant pressure and bumps. Yes, they are. Okay, let me see. I imagine that even if you get a screen protector for the extra screen, it may pop out a bit when placed back to its original spot, therefore possible making the hinges worse. Yeah, that's definitely one of the issues with any kind of thing that transforms like this. The kind of movement, the friction against pieces and whatnot. But I don't think the screen's actually... Let me see. Let me show you how this screen pops into place here. So the only thing that hits when you fold it over is this plastic bit there, right? So the screen itself, the screen protector, doesn't really ever hit anything. There's like a little crevasse, a little edge there that just keeps it from bumping against it. Very interesting. And then on the back, if I fold it down, yeah, so there's not much contact with anything here. Another interesting thing is that I wish they could like make it so these controllers could flip over, because then you could probably just use this little screen here, right? That'd be sort of cool. But let me see. That's not a button, is it? There's so much to discover. So much. So much. I imagine that you get... yeah, we talked about this. It was a joke. Okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on. I need to catch up with things. Yeah, so you can't use that. But yeah, so when you close it, there's actually not a lot hitting the screens. But when you store it somewhere, I think this must come with a case, or it's probably bundled with it, because the screens are always exposed. So unlike the DS, where you can actually just close this into itself, you can't do that. It actually does the opposite, right? So you have a screen exposed on both ends at all times when, you know, it's in this more portable size. And flipping it up and down seems to have messed with this a little bit. So now it's a little, it's crashing. So let me try to bring this back, and let's try another game. Oh, let's try a fighting game, because that is the easiest way to tell how good the D-pad situation is here. How can I do this? Let's go into the 3DS. Oh wait, guys, I did the wrong thing. It's like this. That's what I meant to do. Right? There we go. Okay, let's just close the app. To go home, it's Android 14, so you have this, it has gestures. Let's open Pegasus. Does this device use USB-C to change, by the way? Oh, to charge, by the way. And what is the overall battery life for an average use? I'll check the battery. Like I said, I charged this once. I'm pretty sure it was just once. And I had it idle. I probably used it for probably 4 hours throughout like 4 days. And it's worked pretty well. I think the battery went down to like 60%, which is pretty crazy. Normally, I have a tablet, for example. Great battery life, but I think like within a week it goes down to like 40% or something on idle. Because it's a tablet I'll be featuring on here. It's a gaming tablet. Let me show you battery life. That's a good question though. So let's just go in here. I think they do. I think Android 14 had battery life info, right? Let me see. Battery. Okay. So it's at 76% right now. It says 6 days, which I don't know how accurate that is. You know, of course, depending on what you're playing. Battery usage. Let's see this. So we've had it from Friday to Tuesday. It just dipped right like below 90, it seems. And 45% on drastic. I mean, yeah, the wow, actually Citra didn't take much of it. I didn't use Citra as much. I used drastic the most. Quick step, I don't even know what that is. Some background process. But yeah, it's so far, I mean, this is not even connected to the internet yet. So we'll see. But yeah, it runs Android 14. It charges via USB-C at the, where is it? Oh, on the screen. On the screen, the big screen right here. And yeah, it just works. It just charges. The battery's really nice though. I don't know. Can I check battery the battery size on Android? Let me see. Percentage. Nope. Oh, and it does have a battery saver mode too. It has the fan on here, so let me see if I can make that run high, and I'm sure, by the way, that battery will kill it off. I don't see this lasting very long if you're playing a game that requires the battery to, I mean, the fan to run. So we have 3DS. Let's see if we have like PlayStation or, oh no, GameCube, I think, right? DS. No, they only have a few here. They have this one here. What game is this, guys? It's like an old man and a young boy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what console that is. Okay, let's see. So I know we only have DS and 3DS. Oh, we have some Android games on there. Let me see if there's anything else installed here. Oh, I closed something. I don't know what that was. They have, what is this? I can't read that. I have to translate it. They don't have the app window on here or whatever it's called. So I can't access that. Let's go with 3DS though. 3DS gets pretty intense. Oh, yeah, we have Super Street Fighter. What was it? Is it 5? I actually loved the Street Fighter on the DS. Hey, Searcher, try out the Retroid Pocket 5 for the next live stream. Dude, I want to buy it so bad. I want to buy, what's the other one too? The one that has like a 4:3 screen? I forgot what it is. Let me set up this real quick here. So, custom layout. Oh wait, I think this is on me, guys. So I think you have to go switch it with the heart to display and fusion. There we go. It looks pretty dope. Pretty dope. And then let me see, custom layout. This is the top screen, right? So, okay, let's go over there. You go over here. Uh-oh, where's this other guy? Where'd he go? Oh, I shrunk them. I shrunk them down a lot. Let me see. Hold on. Can I go back? Gosh, I have to reach for him like this. Oh gosh, he's stuck in there. The gestures won't let me get him. Sorry guys, I can't get it. Oh gosh. Get ready for an hour-long stream of me trying to reset this. Come on. I keep pulling up the gesture. Come on. Oh no. It's not. We're done. We're done for. We're done for. Reset? Can I reset it? Screen rotation. Custom layout. I'm a little stuck here. I'm a little stuck here. There's a way to reset it, I'm sure, but let me see. Let me see. Layout? Default? Hold on. Default and single large. Let's try large. Will that do anything? No? No? Gosh. Okay, let me just close it. That's always the best thing to do, right? It's not working. No! No! Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Okay. We're free. Okay. No. Why did I do that? Will it reset it? Okay, it does. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're good. So let's go back. Unless it's per game, then I'm screwed again. Let's see. It's right here. I will be adding more games, by the way, to test this out. Oh, no. Oh, it's right here. I keep forgetting. It gets really confusing trying to remember whether you're on a fused screen or not. But yeah, you can check on here. It tells you on that little overlay. And I think I screwed myself here. I don't know how to access that screen. There must be a button for it, right? Okay, let me see. I'm going to have to use AI to tell me how to fix this. Skip, force, geometry shader, no. Use compatible mode? What does that do? Oh, no. Let's not do that. I don't know what that is. Layout. Let's go to the default. Accurate mole? What is that? What is that? Use custom layout? Oh, let's get rid of the custom layout and let's go back. Back. There we go. I did it. I did it. That was like way too long. But can I fix it now? Custom layout? Oh, dang it. The custom layout saves it. Oh, no. Can I like block gestures? I think I know the fix. I know the fix. I'm going to switch the screens. But you understand what I'm saying? Like if you're like an average user and this happens to you, this is really annoying. Okay, let's go. Switch it up here. This app does not support. Okay, so we're going to close it. Let me get out of here. Let's close it. Let's get out of it. It's Mario 64 DS playing somewhere. Oh, there it is. See, that works beautifully. Let me see. Okay, let's go home. For some reason, my home doesn't want to work now. Oh, dude, I'm stuck. I can't see the gestures. Sometimes the gestures don't work. So I have to like go into settings to get out of the game. Oh gosh, it's annoying. So let me exit. You know, normally you would swipe up and get out, but it's a little odd. Okay, so now let's go back into... That's fine. Small screen. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's work with that. And then let's see if... So what happens is when you switch from like the fused layout to individual screens, it does this. So I think it's fused. Let's see, hold on. Let's switch this off. There we go. Hold on. Maybe this will work now. I think I might be able to change it. I did it. I did it. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay. So now I can exit the app, and now I can go into fuse mode. So let's try that. Right? This app, there's an app that's open. Let's go to the big screen. Okay, so we're here now. Switch? See, this gets a little confusing because, so you have big screen, so it goes over to that, the little check mark, so it moves everything to the top screen. Then you can switch it down to the bottom screen, which is now for some reason up here. You see how confusing this gets? And then it says small screen. Oh, okay, no. So the switch just bounces it up or down. But then you go to Fusion. I think you have to change the switch. Change the switch and then go to Fusion. Oh, you have to go to the big screen and then go into Fusion. But it's saying that the app doesn't support this, which is even more confusing because I'm not in an app right now. I'm guessing the apps are open. So let's see. And the gestures seem to be blocked off. So, why is this happening? Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's try switching to the big screen and then seeing if that works. Nothing. There's no, like the circle button. Oh, okay, that's what it is, guys. When you pop up the overlay, we're learning things. When you pop up the overlay, it blocks gestures. I'm pretty sure. No, it doesn't. Now I'm extremely confused. Okay, let's go back into Citra. And let's close, I guess, that one. Okay, let me fix this now. And let me go into Fusion mode. Let's do Fusion. I have to pop up the big screen mode. Okay, now I get Fusion. You see, this is why I have to script my videos. Because I would put on a very angry face most of the time. Okay, let me configure this. Okay, so custom layout. This is, I'm pretty sure, the big one, right? And then this one goes down here. Okay, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Okay, yeah, let's go. Ooh, we have, there's no snap, so you have to be extremely precise. And we can see that. And you can't be precise when you have big fingers like this. It's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult. Okay, something like that. Yes. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, by the way. I just don't have time to look all this up while doing this. Okay. And I'm gonna go with the widescreen on here, just because I like taking advantage of the screen. And it looks really nice. The colors look great on it. You can't beat an OLED. You can't beat an OLED. You can go with a micro, what's it called? Micro OLEDs. That's fine, I guess, but I love an OLED. Okay, so let's try this D-pad situation. Like I said, it's magnetic, and it pops off very easily. There's not much holding it in place. I think you can probably knock it off. I mean, for sure it will fall off in a drop. So they're definitely going to have to sell these separately because I can already see people losing these. And like I said, it doesn't have it's not the best way of solving this, but I think it's possibly the only one, unless you make individual buttons and analog sticks that you can pop off like modules. This is a good fix. I can't imagine doing that would be cheap too. Okay, I understand that you do scripted videos, but at the same time, it's also nice seeing your struggles in real time too, so that people won't make the same mistakes you've made so far. Thanks, man. I actually appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to do this series specifically, because I can troubleshoot with you guys instead of troubleshooting by myself. It's good to see that people see you struggle, because a lot of the times I spend days with these things to just optimize the way they work, so then when I do a video, it looks like it's perfect. That's why I couldn't get this video out, because once I opened it, I unboxed it, I realized that it would take a lot of work, and I had like 6 videos that I was working on, so it's extremely difficult. When is the next packed episode with Genki Saya Carey? The next packed episode is, I think I have it scheduled for the 14th. Well, to start. Sorry, to start. Yeah, so I have it to, I think this, what is it, the Sunday. No, no. So next week I'm going to be starting on it. I do have some sponsored episodes, like integrations that I'm trying to tie into some episodes. Also, this is a little weird. I don't want to talk about this, like in a post or anything, but the YouTube algorithm has been extremely weird. I've posted videos that are like, like within my niche, and they don't take off in any way whatsoever. I'm not even saying like I need 100,000 views. I'm talking about just like 1,000 views. And it tells me, like, YouTube warns you when your videos aren't performing as expected. So I would take them down because I'm like, wait, this is a video I want to push, and maybe I'm just putting it up on at the wrong time. If you read online, if you watch some videos on this topic specifically with YouTube, the algorithm is going a little crazy right now. And huge channels are noticing that, like, they have like 11 million subs, and they used to get like 500K views, and now they're getting like 10 to 30K. There's all kinds of reasons for it, but what's weird, it seems like Linus Tech Tips mentioned that for some reason, although their views are down, their income is the same, which you would expect. Less views, less money, but something's going on. So I'm holding on to a few videos to see what's going on, because something's definitely going on, and it's really weird. I just want to make sure people get to see the videos if they want to see the videos, right? So, but yes, I've been holding on to that packed episode for a while now because I have a specific few things I wanted to include in it, and some things haven't released yet. But yeah, I think it's like 5 packed episodes that I want to film and shoot. One of them is going to be like a camping bag, which I thought was weird, but I spent so much time putting together like this camping kit that I was like, this has like so much technology in it, and it has like a projector so you can bring your Switch or whatever handheld console and just shoot it out, in the middle of a forest on a screen, which would be really funny. So I don't know how I'm going to shoot that one. I have to actually go somewhere and record it. But yeah, let me see. When is the next? The AI bullcrap YouTube is implementing infuriates me. Yeah, it is also really difficult to talk about YouTube right now because I love the platform, but it's not a good platform if you don't have YouTube Premium. There are so many ads. If you have Premium and you turn it off or you use it somewhere where you don't have Premium, it is not a fun experience at all. It's actually much worse than cable TV or just even normal TV used to be. At least then you'd get like, what was it, like 20 minutes before you get to like the ads, and you can just change the channel, right? On Twitch, for example, it's awful. On YouTube, now it's the same thing where it's like, I used to be able to control my ads, and I used to say, hey, I don't want to put almost any ads on my videos because this is not like, I'm not a huge channel. So the least I could do is provide a small amount of, ads on my videos. Now you don't really get that. And if you make a video longer than 8 minutes, it wants to cram ads throughout the entire video. And if you go in there, you can remove some of them, but I don't know what's going on, but I'll remove ads and then I'll go back in later, and I think it reshuffles them or adds more. And you're not told about this at all, which makes it even more difficult. I can't imagine someone going to my video and, I have like traditional videos, which are structured where it's like an intro animation, description, etc. And that's a really bad practice. Normally what people want you to do is they want you to just start the video as soon as possible. And I agree. I get it, right? So I'm going to start doing that to some extent. But that means that within the beginning of my videos, people just watch and they're like, I'm out, which is fine. I know I'm not a TikToker, so to speak. And the problem is that if you have a bunch of ads and then you start my video and I don't give you anything, right? I'm now competing against the ads to have people stay and watch my videos. So if I'm doing a video on this, I can't just tell you this is this and it does that, that, that. I have to like start right away with the most important clickbaity worthy things and then end with the stuff people are less impressed about. And, to some extent, I'm a perfectionist, so I don't want to have that kind of I don't want to break the way I work. I don't know why. It's just it's a mental thing. But I'm gonna have to. That's why I've been doing shorts to sort of like lock in a formula. And the shorts perform really well, by the way. YouTube is now currently doing much better on shorts than TikTok is, which tells you they're probably going to try to push shorts more. And shorts also don't pay well either. So I don't expect that people will do shorts and get anywhere near the kind of funds or money they want out of a video as they will on, you know, like a full dedicated long video. I don't know how much less the pay is, but it's not good. They want you to pump out like multiple videos a day, which is pretty crazy, right? All right, Lexum. Did I say it right? Lexum? Lexzim? Yeah, have a good one, man. Thanks for hopping in, and I appreciate all your help, man. You've been awesome. Hopefully, I'll see you back in here. We're gonna do this every Thursday, and it will get better. I promise. I'm gonna have a little bit more structure to it, and I'll make a short on this one soon too. Okay, well, right away I'm having problems with this D-pad situation here. Let me take off. Well, first we have an analog stick, which is just much better. Ooh, is there a delay here? Well, let me see. So you do have. Okay, so we have D-pad buttons, so we're gonna try that every. Oh yeah, and as a heads up, I will be scheduling these. So I tried scheduling a bunch of them because I thought, oh, maybe I could just put it like a calendar that always happens on Thursday. But you can't. So I was like, okay, let me just set up a few, and it spammed everyone, even though it said it shouldn't. And I lost like 80 subs, which is a lot if you think about it. Okay, so I wanted to test out the D-pad real quick. The D-pad is buttons here, so let me see. Yeah, the button thing, it's not easy. Like, you know, this is what the Switch does. It's not convenient in any way whatsoever. Now, with the D-pad on, though, like that magnetic D-pad, let's see how much better it is. And I don't want to show those. I should have entered training mode. I don't want to show those ring lights on there, so let me see. Let's try this out. But welcome back, Gabriel. No, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I will be working a lot on this show. I want to make it so I can actually use footage from these, and I'm gonna have to find a way to possibly put in like a get a plugin or something so I can pop up comments and tackle those questions live. So I can do like a live Q&A and then feature those in the video where these products are going to show up. What's on your mind about donating to the Wounded Warrior Project? Forgive me, I don't know enough about it. So I can't really answer that. But I'm all for charity. It's a very, very difficult week, by the way, which is also why probably my voice is so deep. It's also 9/11, so a really hard week for a lot of people. It's a crazy week, guys. Okay, so let me try my Hadoukens real quick here. It feels very weird to just go into playing games on 9/11, and especially with all the stuff going on yesterday. Ugh, dear God. Okay, let me try the D-pad here. So I need to go into training mode. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to actually try going into... Oh, that's why I didn't go into training mode. I can't read Japanese anymore. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me try a Shoryuken. I don't know how to say it anymore because I only read it. Wow, I'm getting destroyed here. Only trying specific moves. Ooh, there's like some flickering going on there. I'm not sure if you saw that. Oh, gosh. Yeah, what's that flicker there? Okay, let me see. Okay, well, I can't really pull off many combos with this. So this is definitely not going to be... This is more of a very casual console. It's not something for competitive play. Yeah, guys, you know, if you knew me in person, I'm all for talking politics, but on here it's just one of those things where like there is no winning, and I'm pro love people, so let's do that. Let's focus on things that bring us together. Let me see. Okay, so I got that to work. Okay, let's do a kick here. Okay, that works. And then maybe a Hadouken there? No, no. Okay, I guess not. Hmm. Oh no. Is it possible to use the D-pad? It is. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's actually not that bad. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so the D-pad definitely works. It's just like if you use a mechanical D-pad. Oh, I actually have one here. Look, if you use something like a mechanical D-pad, you can feel every input. So let me see if we can hear this. Right. So every single direction and angle you can hear. So that's what happens here. But they're actual physical buttons, and the curvature on the D-pad does create this kind of pivot for you to rock around. But it's just a little it's not as accurate as I'd like. Agreed, Gabriel. And hey, Neo, good to see you, man. Oh, I have to get back to you, by the way. I was going to test out the grips, but my wife and kids are not here. Once they're back, I'll ask them. But oh, I was gonna comment and say, at least for on my end when I tried it out, I don't know if I have it here. The Easy SMX S10. It's the grips are actually a really nice size for, I'd say, almost any hand. Like even my wife, who's like, my wife is what, 5'7", 5'7", or 5'8"? No, wait a second, dude. She's 5'4". How tall is she? Gosh, I don't know. She can't be below 5. God, gosh, I don't know. But yeah, my wife has small hands, and sort of spamming buttons. I don't know why. And the S10 should fit perfectly in her hands because the grip it's like a thinner grip. It's not thick, right? And that's sort of what some of these other controllers struggle with. Okay, I lost because I'm not paying attention at all. Let me see. Does the D-pad slide off the buttons? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So there's magnets on the D-pad, right? And they're like these little. I think they're on an indent. The problem is that I think this is a prototype, so I can't tell you if this is going to be the final or not. Let me see. You can see that here. Ah, hold on. Hold. Okay, something like that. Yeah, you see that? So they're like thick magnets, and they literally slap onto the buttons. Let's see. And that kind of the coating on the magnets is like a rubber. I don't know how they did it. It's actually really interesting. Wait, are those? I don't know if these are magnets or not. I'm not sure if these are magnets or if these are just like cushions or like pads. And the magnet's probably in the center of this piece here. Do I have something? Hold on, let me see if I have something magnetic here. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I think the magnet's actually in the piece itself. Is the whole D-pad a magnet? No, it must be in the center. This is weird science. I need better cameras for this, but yeah, you'll see that it just starts attracting towards the edges, it seems. Yeah, so I think the magnets are actually on those pads there. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, I was talking about my wife's height because Neo was asking in comments. I'm pretty sure it was you, right, Neo? Someone has a different, a unique avatar as well, like yours. Asking about the S10, the Easy SMX controller I did a video on, how thick the handles are on there. Because I was going to get back to him, but I didn't get a chance to yet to solve that. But I for some reason, I'm just brain dead at the end of the day. So this is what happens. And it's oddly enough, I think I'm understanding Japanese a little more. I think I know Japanese now, right? No, I don't think so. I don't even know how I got here. I thought I was. Okay, let's see. Wait, is this it? No. Oh, I forgot it has the 3D, the weird 3D mode. Internet. Let me get out of there. Okay. It's all love. It's all love in the chat, guys. It's all three of us. Oh, by the way, guys, I can announce it here because, there's like not many people watch the live streams yet. But I'll be doing Spooktober with Kate. I'm not sure if you guys were here for years, but I'd say probably 5 years ago, we did Spooktober because we were going to try, doing live streams more. And that's, because I had a chance to. Let me see, is it one of these? But we're going to be doing Spooktober in October. And I think it's going to be like replacing our Thursday test runs. Well, actually, not replacing them, possibly just doing this, but with a, what is it? With a horror theme. So it might be like playing a horror game with like a guitar controller, which would be hysterical. Neo, I asked about the controller because I have small hands. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if you heard me, but it's definitely one of those controllers that has like a thinner grip. Is it thinner grip? Like, it's just the handles are thinner. They're almost like this. This is another one that I've been testing that is actually really nice. I found all these controllers that are from brands I've never tried, and the quality from them is a little mind-blowing. A little mind-blowing. Everything has TMR or Hall effect sticks. The amount of features you get on these is pretty intense as well. Let me see. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. I don't care. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But yeah, Spooktober is gonna be fun. You can probably look back on the live streams because we didn't. Live streams for me are experimental. I'm not the best at this, as you can possibly tell. And Kate is much better live than I am, and she is like the life of a live stream. So she's going to be doing these with me, I think, on Thursdays. No. I'm going to have to change the day. So I'll possibly keep doing test runs weekly on Thursdays and then do Spooktober on specific days. And I think I'm going to have, like I said, something where like it's a hard game with something odd on there. I don't know what. I'd love to do like a multiplayer. What is it? A multiplayer horror game, but I want to do it on the Switch, so I'd have to add people. It's a little confusing, and there's a lot of fun horror games on on Steam. So I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I have to plan it out, but I have to do graphics as well, so we'll see about that. Let me see if I can actually pull off any moves here because it's a little difficult. Okay, there we go. I was able to pull something off, but yeah, it's tough to explain, but it feels similar to like a mechanical D-pad, but just much more floaty. I mean, clearly, like with this, look at this. Look what I'm working with here. It's very floaty, but it does stay in place. I don't know how they set up the magnets. It's very interesting. So let me see if I can just pull off moves though. That's the problem. And with any kind of D-pad, you sort of have to gain some. You have to gain some muscle memory. Hey, KKDD. How you doing, bud? Thanks so much, man. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you watching. Let me see. I always like the idea of people coming by and just watching me lose at Street Fighter. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. See, so accidental inputs are definitely something that's going to happen with these. So let me see. Let me just do basics. I can't, man. It's hard to do angles. There we go. You have to exaggerate the angles, and you have to sort of stay in the middle of the D-pad. Let me see if I can do it. Because you can get caught. You know what would have worked best is a dish D-pad. A dish D-pad lets you move easily from your angles. Because right now what's happening, because this curve is so big. Let me see if I can show you. There's such a big curvature to it, right? So when you're moving down to an angle, you get stuck in the D-pad. See? And I don't know if that actually actuates the button. So if I try it, let me see. There we go. See, so it is working. You just have to be aggressive on it. See, like I can't do it. Let's just try the other way. Oh, dude, come on. Okay, let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, let's just do a normal Hadouken here. Wow, look at that. I can't. I can't do it. So I mean, it's not a huge deal. Once again, there's an analog stick right here. Let's see how much easier it is to use the analog stick. Oh gosh. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, the analog stick is much easier. Oh, got kicked in the. What is that? The toe? Let me see. Yeah, dishes can be much easier to roll around in, I find. I'm also finding that I'm very picky about the D-pad size. The Easy SMX S10, for example, the last controller I featured, is slightly smaller than something on the like the Pro controller or the other 8-bit doos I've been using. And you don't think it'd be a big deal, but you have to relearn your muscle memory with combos, or at least I do. You know what? I'm sort of struggling with this stick here too. I wonder if this is like a Hall effect or a TMR joystick. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's a little better. Hold on, let me see. It's very smooth. So I'm struggling to figure out whether my problem is with the analog sticks or with the way the game is running. If the game is running a little weird, then that's on the game and not the sticks. Let me see. I could probably just test it on Smash as well. Okay, no, that works fine. Oh, oh, come on. Okay, a little better. Yeah, see, it's a matter of getting used to it. But once again, I don't think people are going to buy this to play aggressively competitive games that require like precise input. I think this is perfect for more casual games. So let me see what games we have on here. Let's try some. Do we have Zelda on here? Also, you don't want to stream or have videos showing this stuff. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I'm probably going to end up blurring the whole thing afterwards. Hold on, let me see. We have Mario Kart, Dead or Alive, which I don't remember this Dead or Alive that much, but I might have to censor that one too, I think. Okay, Triforce Heroes. That'd be good more for like multiplayer kind of stuff. Okay, that's it. I think that's all the 3DS stuff. I'm gonna have to put games on here. What would look good? Oh, Pokemon's too slow to start. Oh, you know what? This Resident Evil is actually pretty good. This was one of the best looking games when it came out. Oh, yes. So to rearrange the screens on this, you have to do more of a universal layout. Is that what it's called? Custom layout? Done. Oh, it already set it up. If you guys like Resident Evil and you have not played the 3DS one, highly recommend. It's really fun. Let's see. Let's put this in real quick. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the Circle Pad Pro. Do you guys remember that? The Circle Pad Pro. I wonder if I can use that here somewhere. The Circle Pad Pro gave you what is it? It was a grip, wasn't it? And it gave you like an analog stick. Did it extend the analog stick or did it give you an extra one? It gave you an extra one, right? Because I think the DS and 3DS only have they have two sticks, don't they? I can't remember. It's right there. My memory is not serving me well right this second. Okay, let's start this one off though. I want to see how the graphics are going to look if I resize that screen to the actual resolution, because it is stretched out right now. Oh gosh, dude. It's so difficult to remember your button layouts when jumping between platforms. CirclePad Pro, I think so. Let's try CirclePad Pro. Oh, it has to detect it, doesn't it? Campaign. Have I been pressing B this whole time and going back the whole time? I think that the answer is yes. I think I have been. Okay. Also, let me put the volume up a little bit so you guys can hear some of that. Street Pass, no. Biohazard. Was it Biohazard in the States? I don't think so, right? Sorry for the late response. I'm multitasking, but thank you for the information you provided earlier. No problem. I'll comment when I have my smaller people in the house try it out. Oh, it has been recognized to type D. Okay, so let's try that. I always wondered how streamers can balance chat. Let's just do casual right now, so I'm not gonna pay attention to what I'm doing. How streamers end up balancing chat and actual gameplay so well. That is really the art form, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to change the layout here a little bit. Let me see. Custom layout. And I'm going to go into this red zone. The red zone. And the red zone is what the actual resolution is supposed to be. So I think I'm there. Am I there? Am I there? Let's see. That's it. And then let me just go down here and then over here. Oh. When you get it perfectly, it turns gray. They really need to give you like a snapping option. Oh wait, it's Japanese. I didn't hear the Japanese version of this one yet. No, it's English. And then you can just move it wherever you want. I wish it lets you like auto center it. That'd be great. But I think this is pretty close. Okay, so let's see how this looks. It's going to be a really dark game, which is actually perfect for OLEDs. But let's see how it fares on this web camera. Can I go? How bright can I go on here? The camera's going to keep trying to adapt to the brightness. So let's see. Yes, they only have one stick then. That's what it is. I know it extends it outward. I want to do like a 3DS accessories video one day. I just don't know if they'll get any traction with how YouTube has been right now. It's really weird. Okay, let's see. Can I skip this? I can. Thanks, Gabriel. Appreciate you, man. Means a lot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see? So now I have dual. It's picking up the circle pad layout, so I can actually move around like that. And let's see. Can I aim here? What is aim? Aim. Okay, that's stab. Nothing. Oh gosh, I forgot how to do this. Something's wrong here. Come on. Is it? Gosh, I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, what's that? ZR. What's ZR? Is that even mapped? Hear me? Everything crashed for the best. It's probably a sign that I'm almost done here. Am I frozen? I'm frozen. Help me. Help me. I'm going to have to refresh that feed here. Let me see. I'm stuck in studio mode. Can I just reset this camera here? Oh boy. I'm not sure if I'm up here again, guys. Let me see. Okay. Am I back? Am I alive? I don't know if I'm live again, guys. I don't know how this works sometimes. It's magical. All my USB drivers crashed. That's like, I think 30 devices that I have on here. Just decided to explode. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, is that working there? Hopefully my mic is on. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a few more minutes real quick, and then I don't know what's working anymore. I also hear something somewhere. Oh, it was me on the thing there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Wow, that was weird. I've never had these crashed. I paid thousands of dollars for all these pieces of equipment, and they like not working. Oh yeah, so this is like 20 minutes now trying to figure out where ZR is. And I don't think it's mapped, which is not a good sign. So another issue is if you send something out like this and it doesn't have everything mapped out, it really sucks to have people who don't know how to use emulators figure this out. So edit buttons, ZL, ZR. Let's go into the options though. Let's see, edit buttons, toggle control screen. Oh, is that where I do it? Let's go here, and then what? ZR? ZR. And what? Do I just press it? Can I map it that way? I don't know if I can or can't. So let's try it. No, I have to map that out somehow. See, this is the part that's just not fun. It's just not fun. All right, let me see. Wow, look how blown out that is. Sorry, guys. It's very difficult to juggle brightness in this dark space. Okay. All right, here we go. We're back. Let's go into here and then, uh-oh, not that one. Multiplayer screen rotation, reset camera. There must be something here that I'm missing. That's to unlock it. Can I button press this? I don't know. All right, let me see. Yeah, it takes a lot of troubleshooting to set these things up. So let's go if I can map it in here maybe. Did I miss it? Joystick, hide input buttons. I think I am hiding them. No, dang it. I have to. Oh, does this have rumble? It must. I'm back. How to do some laundry? No problem, Gabriel. Appreciate you, man. Do all the laundry you want. I won't stop you. I won't. Okay, exit game, amiibo, custom layout. That doesn't have anything to do with the buttons. Yeah, so the buttons are here, but I can't, for some reason, can I just like press them for this one time? Oh no, it's a touch screen. Shoot, I have not had to. It just always worked. Settings. Joystick. I mean, I can also just show the buttons and then use it that way. It defeats the purpose, though. I need to correctly map this. Oh, gosh. I'm running out of time here. I'm sorry, guys. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Can I edit these, actually, or not? I can move them. Was there no way of accessing another menu here? Let me see. Is it this one? Nope. Shoot. All right, let's see. Well, let's give them one more try. Search memory, multiplayer, settings. It has to be in here, right? Lots of troubleshooting to do here. Use compatible mode. The layout isn't it either. I'm just going to show the buttons real quick and just to get through this because it's extremely frustrating. Okay, let's see. Okay. B. It's not showing the buttons. I can't win, guys. I can't win. Oh, by the way, I didn't say this. My USB drivers crashed, and then I got blue screen to death. Just for fun. So I don't know what that was about. But you gotta love Windows. I need to go over to Linux. Okay, let me see here. Custom layout. Let's do the hide input buttons again. And then go back. I don't know. Nothing's working here. My shoulder buttons are fine, but my other buttons are not mapped. It's a little weird. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it quits. I just wanted to come by and say what happened instead of just leaving. But let me see. What inspired you to do YouTube, and why did you choose It Came From a Box as your name? Oh, dude, yeah. I need to do a lore video. It's been a long time. So when I got married, well, for the longest time, I wanted to do YouTube, and I just never had the chance to because I was working all the time, and I was in the process of going from like engaged to married, and I always had the equipment. I had like all the equipment I needed to make videos because I'm a visual effects and motion graphics student that worked in broadcast and television, right? And like 2 years later, I was like, okay, I'm going to use this equipment that I have in my at home, just sitting around. So I started a YouTube channel, and I was like, okay, what do I want to do? And I wanted to show off like tech because I loved everything I had there. And so then I started making videos on peripherals like keyboards and mice, which at one point I can still do that. It's just that it got repetitive. And then I started doing Nintendo Switch stuff because I loved accessories, and I was like, it'd be so weird to just see if anyone's going to watch this. And at the time, I don't know how popular those videos were, but I started that first like hauled episode, and it like skyrocketed. And what's funny is that video was like not a lazy video, but oh dude, oh my gosh, guys, ZR was mapped this whole time. I'm supposed to stab the bell. I thought it was like press a button, it'll do something. No, I needed to stab the bell. 20 minutes wasted. Well, not wasted. It was probably worth it, I guess. Why? Why does it want me to do that? Oh, no, wait. It's something else. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so I started doing YouTube with PC peripherals. I think I got, in my opinion, pretty good with keyboards where I knew how to describe them well and how to talk about them. But then they started getting really expensive. Mechanical keyboards started like skyrocketing. And I was like, I don't think I want to do just PC peripherals because to some extent it's like it's only mice and keyboards and like keypads and some other accessories. Now there's much more. Back then there wasn't as many as there are now. So I did that for a while, and it was really fun. And then, like I said, I got into the Nintendo Switch, and I was like, let me just cover some of these accessories because I bought all these, and I was like, I have to showcase them in some way. So I did that. It worked out really well, where I just got way more views than I expected. It's sort of like finding out you're weird. Well, not you, but me. If you feel weird and you're like, how can I showcase something to the world and hope that other weird people will find it? Do YouTube, because that's like the perfect way of doing it. So I put something that's a weird niche on the internet, and it just took off. Got way more views than I knew I could, ever get. But one thing that I never was able to do is hire someone. because you sort of need to, because otherwise you're talking about doing everything yourself, right? So I wasn't able to though, and I kept doing everything by myself while juggling work. And as for the name of the channel, sorry, I skipped that. It came from a box. Was I wanted to get what I tell people is that if you're going to start a YouTube channel, either it's going to be you're the brand, right? You're the personality in the brand, or you're going to want to name it. And if you name it, you're better off naming it something that is not going to pigeonhole you or put you in a corner, right? Because for example, if your whole thing is like, let's say you want to stream just Pokemon and you put Pokemon Mike, right? Well, then you're pigeonholed in the sense that all you can do is Pokemon. So if, for example, let's say you're doing Pokemon and then it slows down, it's not as popular, or it's even to you personally, it's boring, right? It's going to be really difficult for you to play anything else but Pokemon on your brand channel, right? Because it says Pokemon Mike. So I went with it came from a box because it was, like a generic thing that I do. And I love like 50s sci-fi movies, like, it came from outer space kind of stuff. So I thought that was really cool. And it's also something that can expand. So when I started It Came From a Box, I also started doing It Came From a Podcast with a friend, which is, it's in the name, it's a podcast. And then I did It Came From a Game because I wanted it to, I had a whole schedule planned out. At 7, I was going to stream from like 7 to like 10. And then from 10 to the rest of the day, I would do It Came From a Box. And then I would do It Came From a Podcast like weekly. Sounds great, but I was a dad at the time. I was married and I was working. So it's extremely difficult to do all those things. And then I just shut it down and I just ended up doing one thing. And that's how I got, to where I'm at now. And now, the landscape is completely different, right? So it doesn't, the channel isn't anywhere near as popular as it used to be. But I'm looking to set up systems, I guess would be the term, so I can do this more frequently. Because if I can, for example, right now I was doing the math, 26 videos I want to make. It's literally impossible for me to make 26 videos. So the only way that's going to happen is if I combine them into like a series, right? Like the hauled, setup, etc. And then I can clip out those videos to make those additional videos. But if I hire someone, which it's going to be difficult, it's really difficult to hire someone with income that changes all the time. If I hire someone, I can pump out like 2 to 3, let's say 2 long form videos a week. They're really not that hard. It's just that there's so many pieces that go into a video. Scripting, testing, scripting, and then you also have to, record the VO, edit the VO, shoot the unboxing first. You see, I'm all over the place right now, but that's sort of how my head works. So I have to be an organized person, and there's just so many moving pieces. So that's sort of where I'm at with the channel right now. But it's really fun. I love doing this. I love checking out all this tech and weird kind of accessories and products. So expect to see something very different on the channel as I get these systems into place. I want to do more live streams as well, including one that's going to be like a multiplayer test run. So that's going to be more down the line because I have to organize that and I have to finally make the Discord public. Because if it's not public, no one's in it. And then I can't have, groups set up for this stuff. So there's a lot going on. But yeah, this sort of gives you a little bit of lore. I think I have to do I'm going to do a channel trailer eventually. And I'd love to be, have my face in the videos more, but it's a pain in the butt to record myself because I don't have a setup for that. I have a dedicated unboxing setup, so that helps a lot. But yeah, and it sounds like I'm running out of breath because this mic is so close to my mouth. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, guys, I got to go, but thanks so much for hanging out. I know it's a little weird here. I'm figuring out all the pieces. I have to design the overlays, set up the cameras, because there's a camera right in my face right here, you see? So I have to figure this out a little better, but it's going to be really fun. I want to get you guys more involved with a Q&A kind of stuff, so stick around. It'll get better, I promise, but I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out and talking. It's really cool to do that with you guys, and I appreciate it, like I just said. So thanks, guys. I'll see you soon, okay?